Hey everyone,
I'm Mo.
and I'm Katie, and this is
The Mo and Katie Show. We are two friends from two different worlds
coming together in harmony for one podcast celebrating gratitude, humor, and positivity.
We are random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week we'll share two positive news stories from around the world, a quirky fact, the day's weird holiday, a shared experience, and maybe even play a game.
All while punning the crap out of each other.
Mo, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's
The Mo and Katie Show.
Gratitude,
Humor.
positivity. Hey everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is
The Mo and Katie Show.
So good to see all of you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Except for you. What
Except
are
for
you
you.
wearing?
Is that a house coat?
Oh my, no, shut it. Like just tie it. No, don't stop doing that.
Happy October, everybody.
Is this still October?
It's still
I feel like the
October.
last time we talked to you was October.
It's almost Halloween.
Whoa. Oh,
It's almost Mo's birthday.
enough. So listen, we got good feedback on doing just one story and taking it
Yes.
all of our ridiculous routing. So we're not going to do that again.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. Like I have any say in the matter.
One stream of consciousness, and that's it.
Just don't cross streams because that's Ghostbusters.
So we would love to hear what you thought of the story about Michaela Renfro and her exciting notification and application of the Jasmine understudy role, including helicopters. I know.
That was really wordy
erudite.
and wordy
Verbose.
and wordy, but not at all repetitive
Or repetitive.
or saying the same thing. Okay, we digress.
All right. So it's October. We have a fun story to share with you today.
Yeah, hopefully it's the same one because we're
We'll
again sticking
find out.
with fingers crossed.
Would you like
everyone.
me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So in Japan.
Damn it.
It's supposed to be the same story.
Okay.
So in Japan, there is a new trend in elder care, and that involves cooing, giggling, and the patter of tiny feet.
Like
No,
little
they're
ponies?
not pregnant.
No. Pregnancy in Japan's nursing homes is on the rise. You know why? Because something else in Japanese nursing homes is on the rise.
Wow.
Did that go the way you thought
We
it
are
would?
2 minutes and 16 seconds in, and you are already not behaving.
Well,
so
it's better than
there
4
we
hours
go.
into it and still not behaving, if you know what I mean.
So there have been 32 children so far in a Japanese nursing home that they're referred to as baby workers. And they basically come in and spend time with the residents.
Well, I have to ask you, what does this make
Yes.
you think of? Those are great jobs.
For babies.
Now, if you aren't familiar with crib dribbler, no, that's not what was it called? What was the name of the, listen, crib to cubicle. I was pretty close. Crib to listen,
If you go all the way back.
but you don't have to because we're going to put it here at the
Episode
very end of
1.
this episode. This episode is being sponsored by Crib to Cubicle.
So we have to tell you a little bit of the background story, because when we decided to transition from video to audio podcast, we had this great idea that every single episode we would make a commercial parody. That lasted for 2 episodes.
I think that's 50% correct. I believe it lasted for 1 episode.
This episode, no, we did the dog dentist one too, the dog orthodontist. So this is episode 113. And we're going to refer you all the way back to episode 1. So yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Anyway,
Yes. So crib to cubicle.
that's what it made me think of when,
Yes,
we
absolutely.
decided on doing this article. So this nursing home in Japan is employing. Now I got a little stuck on that word. I'll be honest. With you.
Okay.
They said employing toddlers to roam the halls and delight residents. Now, the children, I know what you're wondering, like it's paycheck time. And I don't know if they punch in and punch out. The Japanese are very different. But they are paid with ice cream and diapers.
I'll take it.
No, I thought this was cool. So how it started was the director of the Ichuan nursing home in Japan
Nice.
brought her granddaughter in one day and was surprised at how the residents were all reacting to the little kid. And she's like, I've got a great idea. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole.
That is not shocking.
I'm not gonna lie.
How do you say rabbit hole in Japanese?
Rabbit. Oh, sorry. Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. Yep, that sounds like.
Little sidebar here. For those of you that don't know, Mo is half Japanese. So I often make her speak Japanese words that she knows. She doesn't know a lot, but it's kind of fun.
I do know.
You know, like Happy New Year or something.
Shingen akemashite omedetou gozaimasu.
Do that one more time.
Shingen akemashite omedetou gozaimasu.
Happy New Year, everybody. I'll be your interpreter. So I was hoping any of the Japanese words that came up.
I read my article in English. I'm sorry. I read my article in English. But listen, I thought this was interesting before we get down the rabbit hole.
You can say that, but I can't.
You can do it. Look, English. It's not that hard. Just replace your L's and your R's.
I'm just a simple girl from Ohio.
Yeah, or a simple girl. Listen, this is the time that my mom thought I was a pilot. And I was telling her I was a pilot. And she says, a pirate? I said, pilot. It was a very long and unproductive conversation that sounded like this.
You would look
pilot
with an iPad.
Pirate. Yeah, I heard. Listen, I thought this was interesting. So one of the things that Kimi Gondo, who's the director, who started this program for bringing toddlers in for child labor abuses,
oh my gosh.
Is she said because she thought the residents, or she realized that the residents were lonely.
Yes.
And I thought this was interesting. Japan has a ministry of loneliness. Now, do you know who the first country was to have a ministry of loneliness?
I'm going to guess, I don't know, Sweden.
Where do all of our good news stories
England,
come from? Yes,
UK,
the UK. The
UK
UK actually established a ministry of loneliness in 2018. And the Japanese Ministry of Loneliness was established in 2021.
Okay. Yeah. That's really cool. And the city where this nursing home is, see, anything I try to pronounce in Japanese, it's not going to be Kitakyushu. Where are you? Right there. Yeah. Kitakyushu. Kitakyushu.
That's good.
Yes. So I know when we picked this story, I know that you are very proficient. You're more proficient on Japanese culture. I'm more proficient on toddlers. So I thought I would bring some of my toddler knowledge.
Yeah, I think we went in different directions.
And from what I read, the babies are only allowed to work at the nursing home until they turn 4, and then they can't work there anymore.
It's actually until
they're 3,
until they start preschool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
which is usually 4.
Right.
So
now, do they say why would you choose children that are such young age?
Because they don't have social media. I don't know, because they
don't have social skills. No, they brought them in because they can hold a simple conversation.
Which is more than I can do a lot of days. So there's that. So I looked up some facts on 2-year-olds. Because they're going to be 1 to 2 years old.
That's also going to screw up your search history.
And I thought it would be fun to kind of quiz you on what kids can do at certain ages.
Nailed it.
Because you often don't know these things. So by 1 year old, what can a child usually do? What are some things they can do?
Write their name.
No, I can't write their name at 1 year old. All right, how big is their vocabulary, do you think? How many words do you think a 1 year old can say?
Per minute?
No, just at all.
How many words can a 1 year old say?
Yeah, how many words is in a 1 year old's vocabulary?
I don't know. What's our vocabulary? Like,
oh gosh, I don't know.
5, 6, 7 words?
Depends on the day.
Yeah. I don't know. How many?
A 1 year old has about 70 words in their vocabulary.
Well, that's higher than I would have guessed.
Yeah?
I have like 64. Okay.
Can 1 year olds walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, most can.
Right. But not while writing their name.
1 year olds, that's around the time they start to walk.
Listen up.
My kids were all late walkers.
Listen up.
So they didn't walk till they were like 13 months old.
Does that mean they're night walkers? Listen, if you are a 1 year old and listening and you're not walking, get off together. The podcast and go outside and get some exercise.
Go practice.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you another question.
Okay, I feel like
do you think children, as they're developmentally figuring out their skills, are they typically right-handed or left-handed?
Left-handed. Right-handed.
They're typically
unless you're of the devil.
Ambidextrous.
Well, that's a trick question. That's rude. Okay. I get one more question. That's rude. That's just rude.
All right. Do you think that 1-year-olds or 2-year-olds, toddlers,
I mean, recreate
have more or less brain cells than adults do?
Most of the adults I know, more.
Yes, they do have more
Nailed it.
brain cells, and it's the most rapid growing period of your life. Like
a lot of them aren't functioning. A lot of them are dormant. This is when you hear about dormancy in brain cells and adolescent development.
There you go. They can usually use a spoon by the time they're 2 years old. And by 3, they can draw a circle.
Oh my God. Wait. If you're 2 years old and listening to this podcast and you don't have a full set of utensils in your hand, now here's a question. In Japan, at what age can the child ambidextrously use chopsticks?
That does not include statistics on chopsticks. I'm 51 and I can't use chopsticks very well. I've gotten much better. That's been the influence of my Asian best friend. I've gotten better at chopsticks.
You can't even roll your tatami mat right. But listen, her idea of using chopsticks means taking one chopstick and jabbing a banana and somehow putting that in her mouth.
I do
not the same thing.
That.
Anyway, what you'll find on average is Japanese children are fluent in the Japanese language by the time they are 15 or 16 years old.
Really?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to talk about fluent in chopstickery, which is a word I just made up.
Really?
Chopstickery.
Stickery dickory dock. Listen. Okay, but here's another interesting statistic. Besides whatever scraping up upstairs. Bless you. Laughter. On average, how many times a day does a 4-year-old laugh?
Oh, I actually just heard this statistic.
Yeah, well,
it's in the 400s, isn't it?
It's about 300.
Okay.
Give or take. It depends. I went down this.
Does that mean we're 4 years old?
I went down this long rabbit hole. I ended up in like these Cornell and NIH articles about them. They're like, well, we can't really define this statistic and verify this because a laughter could be a chuckle or anything that's one exhalation of a laugh. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. On average.
I like your nerd voice. That's very refreshing. Well, studies show.
On average, a 40-year-old laughs how many times a day?
Oh gosh. Not nearly enough, I'm sure.
Just
3.
4.
Oh,
so
that's
listen,
just
a
sad.
4-year-old laughs about 300 times. So listen, if you are 40 years old and listening to this podcast and you haven't laughed already 4 times today, like just during these first 12 minutes, I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
But listen, so a 4-year-old laughs on average 300 times a day and a 40-year-old laughs about 4 times a day.
Okay. So in all seriousness, I feel like this is why, and one of the things that's really important to us is laughter. This is why laughter is so important. Mm-hmm. People do not laugh enough. And it just feels so like cleansing and so, it's just so good for you.
Yeah, it's like a laugh. Summer's Eve. So what's interesting, going back to the Ichiwan nursing home. So the kids have mandatory retirement at preschool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I thought this was interesting because I know what you were thinking, so I'm just going ahead and verbalize it. Child labor laws, right? So child labor laws in the U.S. started officially in 1938, which said that if you were between 14 and 15, you could not work more than 40 hours a week, and you could not work more than 8 hours a day.
Wow.
And minors couldn't work before 7 or after 7.
You know why? Because you can't see to get all the coal out of the mine.
It's exactly where I went. Because listen, it's exactly where I went. Because in the early 1900s, boys under 14 were employed in the U.S. coal mines.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, come on.
High-five that.
Keep it going.
Right? Now, boys under 10 were actually employed in the coal mines.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So they were the breaker boys, and they're the ones who picked slate out of the harvested coal, and they could get promoted up to be a door boy or a mule boy. So speaking of miners.
Life goals.
Yeah.
I want to be a mule boy.
I know these are new microphones, but I don't think that came out the right way. Do you want to retake that back?
I stand by my decision.
You gonna stand by your mule boy?
Stand by your mule boy.
Okay. Anyway, that was the rabbit hole. Yeah, child labor laws, minors.
But they didn't get paid in diapers and
Ice cream.
Ice cream. I would not hate getting paid in diapers and ice cream.
I feel like I would hate it.
Oh, question.
I would hate it if you got paid in diapers.
Here's a question.
Do
the diapers?
Is that your?
Hey, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Do the diapers get donated by the residents?
I did think about that. Well, it depends. Thanks for that.
It depends on how much they want to pamper them.
I have to let you finish.
Yeah, it was a flush. All right.
Defecate. See, we've gotten to the point in our pun game where I just yell out the word.
She just yells out words.
I usually yell out pommel horse.
Pommel horse.
Pommel horse is the surrender word of the pun game when I'm just like so far down pun think that I'm like,
you know what? I wonder if they pay him in candy.
see, she's still going.
And
This whole time, she has not been listening to me one bit. She's been on this pun journey. Go ahead.
But I just wonder if they might give them a feces peanut butter cup.
That's disgusting. Well, it is Halloween. What would you do? That's the one. What would you do for a Reese's cup? Give me a break. Break me up a piece of that
Reese's
Kit Kat. All right, what else do you have in the story?
What else do I have on the story?
I'm asking you.
I have more about 4-year-olds. I love 4-year-olds, by the way.
Well, then make your own.
I did. 4-year-olds. Oh, and actually, if I could just sidebar, speaking of children.
Well, I have
This
stayed
coming
on
Wednesday is my oldest son's 30th birthday.
Damn, you're old.
I know. Happy birthday, Joshua.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot older than 4. Anyway, how many questions a day do you think a
500.
4-year-old asks?
562.
Just is that the stat you have?
Yeah.
Mine says 437.
Oh.
You have more curious 4-year-olds than I do.
Yeah, because they're all hanging around me.
Yeah, an average of 4-year-old child asks 437 questions a day.
I feel bad for the researcher who's got to be stuck in that room,
like
counting.
Let's go see. You have 24 hours. Let it rip.
Don't let it rip. No,
fun.
don't. Why?
Because they can carry on a conversation.
Not a good one.
And they're potty trained.
Not always.
Yeah, these usually are by 4.
It depends.
And we're back.
Go back.
And they're still sweet. Like they are smart, but they're still sweet. They're not like jaded kindergartners. They're like smart, but they're not like so smart that they're like.
Would you
smart.
say they're like Chex Mix? Like they're smart, but not too salty. Or would you say they're like Sour Patch Kids, where they're sweet,
first they're
but
sweet.
not too...
No, I love 4. I loved when my kids were 4. I used to work in daycare. I loved the 4-year-olds. Big fan of 4. All 437 questions in all.
That frightens me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because what does that say about me? Don't answer. Nobody answer that. Nobody answer that.
Nobody answer that.
Okay. So going back to the Ministry of Loneliness, which again, the UK actually started in 2018 and Japan started it in 2021 as kind of coming out of the quarantine thing.
Yeah.
But there was the UK doctor, his name is Dr. Nicholas Pimlott, and he was talking about the patients he sees. And when I read this, it made me think about something that you talked about. So I will read my little bit, and I want you to guess accurately exactly what I'm thinking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about this patient Anne, and this patient Anne would come in, whatever her schedule was, she would come in. And he said that the medical part of the appointment was about 15 minutes. We talk about what's itching that day, what's flaring up, and what hurts. So like pretty much me getting up from the couch every time. But he said
my back.
But he said the most productive part of the visit was either right before or right after, because Anne, his patient, had struck up a relationship with another patient of this doctor's who either had the appointment before hers or afterwards. And he said they never saw each other outside of the the waiting room or whatever, but they would have this socialization, this connectedness, and they would have a hug. And he goes, that was the most productive part of his appointment with her, was that interaction.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I was thinking about that, but it made me think of something that you had mentioned. I'm not to put you on the spot, but go ahead.
Okay. What did I mention?
Well, you said you've had some of your students have had interactions where the only reason they know each other is because they have lessons that are back to back, and so there's this overlap and trading of stickers. And,
and sometimes they will know each other from school, but not know that. Or I have this one pair of students right now where they used to go to school together, but they don't see each other anymore. Yeah. So every time they come for a lesson, there's a hug in between, like, oh, it's so good to see you, that connection. Years ago, I had a boy that struck up this relationship with this little girl that was after him. And after a while, their lessons weren't back to back. So what they would do is they would write letters to each other, and I would be the person who would deliver them back. So their names were Joel and Caitlin, which ironically, one's engaged now and one's married now. So anyway, to each other now. So
that story could have been so much better.
Joel would come for his lesson and he was like, here, could you give this to Caitlin? And I was like, sure, I'll see Caitlin later today. And I would give it, and they would write letters back and forth. And it was just so sweet. And yes, that human connection is super important. And I believe that too, as a teacher, I'm going to get a lot better, for example, vocal production from a student if I take a second and ask them about their week. Yeah. Because then they feel connected, their defenses are down, and they're going to physically be more relaxed, and they're going to produce better sound. Yeah. It's really cool.
And I think about this too. So Katie and I, as we develop our brand more and more, we keep talking about those little moments that have a long lasting impact. And so I was thinking about this doctor who's got, again, he's billing this patient for 15 minutes. Yeah. But the real value of her office visit, if you will, is the interim that's not being captured by any kind of statistic or receipt or something like that. Yeah. But it's those little moments that we have to make those connections, to pass the note or to connect with somebody. And that's what has the long lasting impact. I love that. Yeah. I love that. So cool.
And I love that governments are recognizing the value of addressing something like loneliness, like how much of an effect it has on someone's health, that they are doing something about it.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Speaking of doing something about it, I was looking at the Ministry of Loneliness, and I was thinking, okay, I'm like, is this where sad people go, or is this where people go? Like, but anyway, the Ministry of Loneliness is basically a government entity to combat loneliness. And I thought it was interesting. So some of the things that the UK has done is their postal delivery workers, they actually, as part of their route and their job, is they go check in on some of their older people that they're just to have somebody just kind of say, hey, are you okay? Just to kind of see you, you know? Yeah. But this is another thing. They encourage and they kind of help offset the cost of putting benches in housing developments, like this collective space, or creating shared outdoor spaces. I mean, like those, when we talk about our brand of these little moments and these little actions and these little decisions that have these huge far-reaching impacts, like who would have thought a bench or just an outdoor courtyard where we can play games or do anything, just where we can convene together. Yeah. That all combats loneliness, and that leads back to that connectedness.
It fosters connection. It encourages people to sit and talk. And I love that when they talk about this particular project at the nursing home, that they say that the agencies have found that creating a space for these young children to come hang out with these people that are almost literally 100 years older than they are, benefits both groups. Right. So it's good for the children as well. And I can imagine, that some of these children may not have grandparents. A lot of these elderly people don't have grandchildren or don't see them. Yep. And so it's just I love that they're using this, it's this mutually beneficial space for everybody. Yeah. And I would hope, I know these kids are a little on the young side, but they would even hear about stories and traditions that they wouldn't normally hear because they would not get the chance to do this. So, and the one woman who brings her daughter is the worker there. She's like, my daughter has a job and I don't. She goes, I just bring her here and she works here. So,
which sucks in tax time.
Yes. Well,
so we have child labor laws. So not before 7 or not after 7 and not in the coal mine.
But I love the power, how can you not be happy when you're around a little child? Now I know you held a baby recently and I was very proud of you.
I held my cousin's baby.
You did.
And she didn't cry. Which, listen, if you want a baby to cry, give her over. I have this power. I don't like to brag about it, but I hold the baby. And within, I don't know, 2 to 3 milliseconds, the baby will start crying.
But not the case this time.
No, except for my cousin's baby.
She pulled your glasses off.
She did. We had a moment.
You're not a baby person, but you can appreciate like how cute she was. And she didn't cry. And now you're buddies.
Do you have a gratitude card? Anyway, thank you to Kimi Gondo in the Ichiwan Nursing Home in Japan, and for the Ministry of Loneliness in the UK and the Ministry of Loneliness in Japan, and to everybody who has the power. You don't have to be a ministry, but to have the power to make small little changes in your environment or your interactions that have a long-lasting impact.
You know what? I think we all have the power to do that if we just pay attention. So
pay attention. So if you're listening to this podcast, oh, sorry.
So to close us, I just would like to say thank you very much in Japanese. Okay, here it goes. Hontoni arigato gozaimasu. I hope that was thank you very much.
I'll translate.
How did I do?
Domo arigato gozaimasu.
That was a lot better.
And I will say in English, be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive.
And grab a small child to chat with, and we'll see you really soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, Mo.
What's wrong?
Well, I just had a baby a couple of days ago.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks, but I'm a little disappointed.
In the baby?
Well, you know, I brought the baby home a few days ago, and all the baby does is just kind of lay there.
Oh, well, have you heard of crib to cubicle?
Crib to cubicle? What's that?
It's a temp service for babies.
A temp service for babies? That sounds great.
It is a great idea. It's where you can put your wee ones to work.
What kind of jobs do they have?
Well, currently open, they have forklift operator, door-to-door vacuum sales, and air traffic control.
Those are great jobs for babies.
Absolutely, from diaper to day laborer.
Oh, I'm going to go check that out.
Check it out. Crib to cubicle, temp service for babies. You labored for them, let them labor for you.